This is Dharma for Kids. I'm Reverend Kubose, and the title of my message today is Always Plant Large Potatoes. You know why? Well, I'm going to tell you a story. Long time ago, there was a farmers. They lived in the country and they planted potatoes for their crop. Now, what happened is, when they got their potato crop harvest, and they said, oh, look at this larger potato. That looks good. I'd like to eat that. Then we could still plant the smaller potato and get a crop next season. So that's what they did. They ate the large potato, and they planted the small potato. But you know what happens in nature? On the average, if you planted the smaller potatoes, the next year's crop is going to be a little bit smaller. So what happened is, they didn't notice it too much, but when they looked at their crop, they said, oh, ooh, their eyes got big and said, I'm going to eat this larger one right here. Because we still got something to plant. It's okay. So they ate the larger potato, and they planted the smaller ones. Well, what happened? Next harvest, oh, they said, now they started to notice our harvest is getting smaller and smaller, the potato size. Man, pretty soon we might not have anything left. So they said, man, we better plant the larger potato, and then maybe next year crops will be a little bit larger. We better eat this smaller potato and plant the larger potato. And sure enough, next year's crop, little bit larger. And they said, oh yeah, we learned something. You got to plant the larger potatoes to get the big crop. Yeah, we could eat the smaller ones. That's still good enough for us. And they planted the large potato. And by golly, next year, whoa, they got even bigger crop. They said, whoopee. Yeah, we got a good ones to eat here. And we'll plant the large potato. And sure enough, nature's on their side, and boom, they got a big crop. They said, wow, look at this big potato. Yeah, look at this one. We got a lot to eat. And we're going to plant the large potato. And they were so happy. Even next year, look what happened. Whoa, they got a big crop. And that's how they learned. Always plant large potatoes. You see. Now, what is the teaching from this story? Well, yeah, always plant large potatoes. But it means, you see, some people say, why do things happen? How come we got this kind of crop or this kind of crop? Some approaches say, oh, well, the gods control everything. We people, we can't control much. We have to try to please the gods or beg the gods or pray to the gods for a good crop. People have no power. On the other extreme, people that didn't believe in any gods, they said, why do things happen? Oh, we don't know. It's just chance. It's just luck. We don't know why things just happen. They don't have any power either over what happens. They feel. So, oh, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. They're gamblers. But always plant large potatoes is a Buddhist story about Dharma teachings. Dharma's about truth. And the truth is, there are causes for everything. Not up to chance. Not up to the gods that are out there someplace separate from us, controlling everything. No. Buddhism says what we do, our karma, our actions, our causes and conditions, part of the whole interconnected world. And it's important that we make the right decisions, okay, and what we do. And if we plant large potatoes, we'll get a large crop. We don't have to gamble or beg. And of course, we have to take care of the sunshine, the rain, the good earth, all those conditions. See? To understand how everything's interconnected. And we're a big part of it. So, always plant large potatoes. That is the lesson for today.